Hello guys, আজি মই 2013 prelims question paper solve কৰিলে আছে question number 1 to 100. So I'll be skipping the current affairs of 2013 as well as the numericals, and the rest of the portion I'll be completing. So uh, let's start the video. So 2013 prelims question number 2. Which one of the following exhibits triploid nature? So triploid nature means 3 chromosomes. So which of the following species has 3 chromosomes? So the answer is endosperm nucleus. So uh, if we see the other option, synergid, is it helps pollen grains enter the embryo in uh, plants, and zygote is a cell by joining two gametes. And question number 3. Regional rural banks were established in 1975. So, Regional Rural Banks Act of 1976 retrospectively gave the nod to establishment of regional rural banks in 1975. So, question number 4. Which state has introduced the Nitakat law? So, this is a current affair, so we'll be skipping this. Deliverance Day was observed by whom? So, the answer is Muslim League. So Muslim League observed the Deliverance Day on December 22, 1939, following the resignation of Congress leaders from offices during the uh, Second World War. So the founder of WikiLeaks was Julian Assange, and he was an Australian journalist. So the principle of communal representation in India was first introduced by the Indian Council Act of 1909, also known as the Morley-Minto reforms, in which communal electorate was first introduced. And question number 8. The Shiloi Lake, which is the biggest in Nagaland, is located in the district of Phek. And we should know that the Shiloi Lake is also called Lake Lachem, and its area is 10.8 hectares. Question number 9 will be skipping. Question number 10. Present governor is R.N. Ravi. And next. Which one of the following periodicals was published by Gandhiji during his stay in South Africa? So the answer is Indian Opinion. During his struggle in South Africa, Daivaran Indian Opinion the established right Kursin 1903 there. So the rest of the option, Indian Gazette, was in 1950, and Navjivan was founded in 1929. Question number 12. The per capita income has been low in India because of population growth. So if population is increasing, since per capita income is measured by total population, national income divided by total population. So if we increase the total population, then the per capita income will also decrease. What is the maximum number of electrons that can be accommodated in the M shell? So we already know that in a nucleus there are protons and neutrons, and on the outer shell there are electrons. So each shell is denoted by K shell, L shell, and M shell, having designated capacities. So for a K shell it is 2, for L shell it is 8, and for M shell also it will be 8. So total will be 8. So the answer is 8. Next, the molecular formula of common salt is sodium chloride, or NaCl. Next, Swaraj's party of walkout was termed as patriotism in locomotion by Tej Bahadur Sabru. Mahatma Gandhi was referred as father of the nation first by Subhash Chandra Bose in July 6th of 1944, when he started the when he said on the Singapore radio along with the Indian National Army. Question number 17. Excise duties are taxes on So excise duties are those taxes in which is tax upon the production of commodities. So other options, import of commodities is also called import tax, and export is called custom duty. So the excise duty is on production of commodities. Question number 19. Who is the second vice president of India? It's Zakir Hussain, and VV Giri is the third, GS Patak is the fourth, and R Vendekaraman is in seventh. And the first vice president was S Radhakrishnan for 10 years. Question number 20. The first Independence Day was observed on 26th of January 1930 following the Purna Swaraj at the Lahore session, uh, and it was presided over by J.L. Nehru as president. Question number 21. Subhash Chandra Bose was referred to as Netaji by Gandhiji. Question number 22. India's national anthem Jana Gana Mana was first sung by in 1911 at Calcutta session of 1911 INC session, and it was written by Rabindranath Tagore. And the additional information, the national song Vande Mataram was sung on 1896 at also the same Calcutta session of 1896. So question number 24. Silver is mixed with sulfur in the ratio 9/4. So how much sulfur will combine with 153 grams of uh, silver? So if we take silver is to 9 and sulfur is to 4, and if we divide, make ratio with 153 and the amount of silver, so if we cross multiply, then the answer will come out 68 gram. So just take the ratio of this two. 9/4 is equal to 153 by 153 by S, so the answer will be 68 grams. When an object of mass m is accelerating, its velocity also increases. Question number 28. When Aurangzeb made a public prosecution of jihad, that is holy war, against the Hindus of India, so Aurangzeb declared his um, jihad on 2nd of April 1679. It was passed with the objective of converting the lot of infidels into Darul Islam. So Aurangzeb declared a holy war of jihad on 2nd of March 1679. Nagaland is also called the Switzerland of the East, and Scotland of the East is Shillong. The Battle of Gagra took place on 6th of May 1529. So we should know that after the arrival of Babur into India, he fought four battles. That is the Battle of Panipat on 21 of April 1526 with Ibrahim Lodi, and the next year in 1527 he fought the Battle of Kanwa with Rana Sanga, and the Battle of Chanderi with Medina Rai, and lastly the Battle of Gagra with Mahmud Lodi. So we can remember as Battle of Panipat B, Battle of Kanwa K, Battle of Chanderi C, and lastly the Battle of Gagra G. So B, K, C, G. Battle of Panipat, Kanwa, Chanderi, and Gagra. So the Battle of Gangra took place in 1529. Yeah, if we eliminate the other options, then Babur died in 1530. So this will be wrong, and 9th May 1531 will be completely wrong. So if we are left with two options, 6 and 7, so we can choose from the second option. So the answer is 6th of May 1529. Next, question number 29. Who was the bridge between the Bhakti movement of the south and the north? It was Ramananda, and his teacher was Ramunaja, and Ramananda was the one who took the Bhakti movement from the north to the south. Slash and burn cultivation is also called Jhum cultivation. Plantation crop are also called cash crops. Sedentary farming is agriculture in a place where fields are not rotated. So the answer is Jhum cultivation. So question number 32. How many Vedangas are there? There are 6 Vedangas. Vedangas are also known as the limbs or the members of the Vedas, and there are six Vedangas: Shiksha, Kalpa, Vyakarma, Nirukta, Chanda, and Jyotisha. So next, question number 35: at what temperature is both Celsius and Fahrenheit temperature show the same reading? So it is minus 40 degrees Celsius. The four states which contribute to 75% of the production of cotton is in. So we know that the cotton production of India, if you look at the India map, so most of the southern parts of India are cotton rich country because of the availability of black soil. So Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra, and Punjab are the cotton growing countries, cotton growing states of India. Next, so the answer is Gujarat, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, and Punjab. Which of the following statement is true about the 117th Constitutional Amendment Act of 2012? So it provides reservation to SC and ST in government jobs. It was tabled by V. Narayana Swamy, the Minister of State for Personal Grievance. Question number 39. Which of the ore is aluminum? So it is bauxite. Magnesite is used for magnesium oxide production. Beryl is also called emerald aquamarine. And dolomite is a mineral. So the answer is bauxite. Babur died on. So Babur, after completing 4 battles, he died on 26th of December 1530. So next, question number 43: who is the author of the former famous Mukta Malyada? So this question is very important. It has been repeating for many years. So the answer is Krishna Devi Raya, the king of Vijayanagara kingdom. So question number 44: the population of Nagaland according to 2011 census is 19 lakh. The actual estimate is 19 lakh 70,502, but if we take the approximate, it is 19 lakh 80,602 according to 2011 census. Number 46: the annual plans were launched in the year 1990 to 1992. So annual plans were launched in 1966, or rolling plan the 67, 67, 68 up to 69. So following this, after the political crisis after the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi, three annual plans were launched in the year 1990 to 1992 during the 8th five-year plan. India faces competition from Dutch in the international market, Indian tea. So China is giving competition to India in terms of tea production. Number 48: which one of the following is the largest share of deficit of government of India budget? So the largest share of deficit is fiscal deficit. Fiscal deficit is defined as the total re, uh, total expenditure minus total revenue. Oh, it's total revenue minus total expenditure will give the fiscal deficit. And fiscal policy in India is formulated by the finance ministry. So the finance ministry is responsible for the formulation of fiscal policy, and the monetary policy has been formulated by the Reserve Bank of India. So what is fiscal policy? It is concerned with the determination of state income and expenditure policy. So expenditure policy and state income. Who is the chairman of the National Income Committee? So the answer is PC Malanobis. It was formed in 1949. And next, 51: the very low and very low agriculture efficiency is observed in Gujarat. Gujarat because of the presence of desert. Next, the Santals are main residents of Bengal. So in Bengal there are many Santals. Next, gilt edge market means government securities. What is gilt edge? Gilt edge is are those gilt edge market are those are those securities which are securities or bonds which are issued by the government. They are also known as risk-free bonds. So the answer is market of government securities. Question number 58. Sarda Act was passed with effect from the year 19. It was given effect on 19. Uh, given effect on 1930. Charter Act was passed in 1929, if you remember, but if we take into effect, it was given effect only in 1930. Charter Act. What is Charter Act? Charter Act is the act which increases the age of marriage for boys to 18 years and to girls to 14 years. So, question number 58. An all-party conference under the presidency of Dr. M.A. Ansari was called at Delhi in 1928 to consider the constitutional reforms. So, the all-party conference of M.A. Ansari was called, in which in 1928 the Nehru report of 1928 was given for the framing of a new constitution. Nehru report. In this case, Nehru is not Jawaharlal Nehru but his father, Mr. Motilal Nehru, the father of Jawaharlal Nehru. So he submitted the Nehru report of 1928. Who presented the first union budget of independent India? So the first union budget of India was budgeted by S.K. Shangumukham Chetty in 1947. And additional information is that the first railway minister was John Mathai, and Moraji Desai is the person with the highest number of budget presented, that is 10. Next, question number 60. Kyong Lotha tribes of Nagas celebrate Toku Imung. Mongmong is celebrated by Sangdam, Tuluni is celebrated by Semas, and Moatsu is celebrated by the Aus. So Kyong Lothas celebrate Toku Imung. Question number 61. The first president of the Indian National Congress was Umesh Chandra Banerjee in 1885 in Mumbai. So next, the position of a High Court. The position of a High Commissioner for India was created by the Government of India Act 1919, and Sir William Stevenson Meyer was the first High Court Commissioner. And the Act of 1919 provided for diarchy at the states. So the powers of the states was divided by the Act of 1919. Who constructed the Kailashnath temple at Kanchi? The Kailashnath temple at Kanchi was constructed by Raja Simha, who was the which promoted the Pahlavi architecture, and the Kailashnath temple is located in Tamil Nadu. Next, the Sun temple at Konark was constructed during the reign of Narasimha Deva, who was the Cheda kings of Kal Yuga. So next, 65. Diamond is an allotropic form of carbon. So we know that allotropes are the different forms of carbon. So allotropes means different forms of an element. So for carbon, they are diamond, graphite, and the latest is the carbon 60. So carbon 60 is also a allotropic form of carbon. So number 66. Agriculture income tax is assigned to state government by the Constitution of India. Agriculture income, it is provided under Article 269 of the Constitution, which gives permission for imposition of tax by the Constitution. So the Constitution provides for tax. The Indian Independence Bill was passed by the British Parliament on 3rd of July 1947. It was based on the Mountbatten Plan of June 3. And 68. Swami Dayanand was born in Tankara. Tankara is in Gujarat. So the answer is Tankara, and he was born in 1824, and the real name of Swami Dayanand Saraswati was Mool Shankar. Question number 69. The device most data hold the device that can hold most data among the following is Blu-ray disc. Question number 71. The area of India is 32,87,240 square kilometer according to 2011 census. India is the third producer of sesame in the world. It is first. Sesame is the oldest oilseed crop in the world. Yamshe is a festival of Nagaland celebrated by the Puchuri tribe, and they also celebrate Nazu. Sangtam celebrate Amungmung, Hunabongbi, and Phom celebrate Mongyu, Moha, Bongum, and Pangmo. And Konyak celebrate Auling Mongyu and Laongmo festival. So Yamshe is celebrated by the Pujuri tribe. Next, 75. Asexual reproduction in yeast takes place. Asexual. What is asexual? Without the need of a female is called asexual reproduction. So the yeast asexual reproduction is yeast takes place by budding, and also it happens in hydra, and fission is breaking up of a cell into two parts. It is observed in amoeba, and sporulation is formation of spores. It is mostly observed in fungus, and fragmentation is observed in cyanobacterium mold. Nagaland is within the jurisdiction of Guwahati High Court. So the organelle which is known as a power of the cell is mitochondria. Which one of the following is the largest planet? It is Jupiter. The official language of Nagaland is English, which was ratified in 1967. So English is the official language of Nagaland. Which newspaper first published whistleblower Edward Snowden's exposes of the internet surveillance program of the United States and United Kingdom? So the newspaper was The Guardian. Number 81. Who was the chief architect of Taj Mahal? Was Ustad Ahmad Lahori, and it started construction from 1632 and it completed only in 1658. So it took more than 30 years for the Taj Mahal to be completed. And next, the maximum metabolic rate is found in rabbit. What is metabolic rate? Is the rate of energy expenditure per unit time. So how much energy is produced is highest is in rabbit. The number of ribs present in the human body is 24, but if we check the pairs, then it is 12. So if we check the ribs, then total ribs is 24, but if we check the pairs, that is each pair, then it will consist of only 12 pairs. So the answer is 24. 12 to the 24. The rivers in the Dutch do less deposition. So we know that there are two coasts, that is the eastern and the western coast. So the western coast lie closer to the western Ghats lie closer to the coast, while the eastern Ghats lay a bit far from the eastern coast. So when rivers flow down from the western Ghats, it western when water flows from the western Ghats, then it falls down heavily and with such force on the ocean that it gives less time for deposition. So if we check it logically, then the answer is the western side of India, because the western Ghats lies closer to the western Ghats lie closer to the coast as compared to the eastern Ghats. So taking this logic, there is less deposition in the western Ghats. The Sultan who held discourses with Acharya Mahasen of Karnataka was Mr. Alauddin Khilji. He was a Acharya Mahasena was a Jain scholar. Rudimentary sedimentary farming is practiced in the northeastern region, especially in Tripura. Indian the word different from others among the following is stone, because all the substances are made of wood. Wood is a material. Cork is also made of wood, and paper is also made from wood. So all are related to wood except stone, which is another type of material. The state bird of Nagaland is Trigopan. Hornbill is the state bird of Andhra Pradesh and Kerala. The CRISP mission was supposed to check on a crashing bank, was said by Mr. Mahatma Gandhi. National Sample Survey was established on 1950, and the Central Statistical Organization was also set up in 1951. Next day. So National Sample Survey was established in 1950 and it is headquartered at Delhi. Who introduced the cooperative society? So if we remember the date 1904, so it was during the tenure of Lord Curzon. So Cooperative Societies Act was established in 1904, and additional information about Lord Curzon is that he also established the Police Commission of 1902 and Universities Act of 1904. And also the Ancient Monument Act of 1904. So during the Curzon, many commissions were established, such as the Cooperative Society, Police Commission, Universities Act, and Ancient Monument of 1904. The unit of radioactive disintegration is given by curie. So the curie is the unit of radioactive disintegration. Newton is force, Fermi is the length, and Simon is the electrical conductance. So next, 94. The Constituent Assembly was set up in according to the proposals of the Cabinet Mission of 1946. If you look at the Mountbatten Plan, it is 1947. Crisp Mission was 1942. Rajaji Plan of 1946. So if we see this, the Cabinet Mission Plan was gave forward the setting up of a Constituent Assembly. Question number 95. So this is a current affairs. 97. The disease caused by virus is polio virus. Tuberculosis is caused by bacteria. Typhoid is also caused by bacteria, and diphtheria is also caused by bacteria. Tuberculosis is Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Typhoid is caused by Salmonella typhi, and diphtheria is caused by Corynebacterium diphtheria, and poliovirus is caused by enterovirus or poliovirus. So the answer is poliovirus. Financial sector reforms was suggested by Narasimhan Committee, and Chelia Committee is focused on tax reforms, whereas Abid Hussain is on small scale industry, and Bakwadi Committee is related to employment and public welfare. So financial sector reforms is related to Narasimhan Committee. Next, question number 99. How many members for Muslim League joined the interim government? So in the interim government, 5 members joined. So the interim government of 1946 um, consisted of 14 members, in which 6 members were Congress, 5 members were Muslim League, and 3 consisted of 1 from the SC community, from the Sikh community, and from the Muslim community. So if we take 6 plus 5 plus 3, then the total comes to 11 or 14. So 14. So it will come to 14 members. Next, the last question for today is, who was the Rani Queen of Nagaland during British rule? So Rani Gaidunloi was the Rani Queen of Nagaland during British rule. She was also called Rani Gaidunloi, and she was responsible for the Heraka movement in Nagaland and played an active role in non-cooperation movement. Not non-cooperation, but civil disobedience movement of 1930. So with this, we come to the first end of the video. Second video I'll be publishing in the next class. So thank you all, and please like and subscribe. Thank you all.